Hello everyone, welcome back to more Bridgemaster. Doing world class A-15 through hopefully what's for after that? A-18 I guess? World class where I make myself alternately look stupid and smart, hopefully. So we're in four spades here. Defensive bidding, not very informative. The club blockage is notable. Don't do I? Well, okay. I was going to say, don't I just? But this is a Bridgemaster world class puzzle, so I guess anything that starts with don't I just? The answer is no, probably not. I was thinking, like, can't I manufacture a dummy entry with a low spade as long as I rough the diamonds higher than necessary? And then, like, pitch all of my heart losers on clubs, losing two spades and a diamond? The problem is, no, I can't do that. Because the defense doesn't have to win the queen and ace of spades on the first two rounds. Right? Obviously, we rough this heart, this diamond with, I think, the 9? The king seems kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't think the king makes sense. I think what we have to do is figure out whether we're supposed to lead the king, the jack, or the 5 of spades here. Well, okay, none of those. First, unblock the clubs. Because if they win the first two spades, they're in trouble. I'll win the third spade in dummy, and I'll cash the clubs. So I need to play the spades in such a way that they, for some reason, feel compelled to win the first two rounds. Like, I guess we also are sort of maintaining a threat of roughing a heart to dummy somehow. Because dummy's spades are higher than the opponent's. If we could do that, that would also be a way to get to dummy. Well, if they win the first spade, can't I force a dummy entry by playing 5 to 6 and then 4 to 7? They have to win one of those two, but they can't win both. So actually, they can't win the first spade. They have to duck the first spade. Unless I play the 5 or the 4, and then they can comfortably win it. So I feel like that means I'm supposed to lead the jack of spades. Ah. And at that point, there will be only two spades left, right? The opponents only have 4 of them. So I can just play hearts after the jack of spades holds, right? Now, why doesn't the same line of argument hold for playing the king of spades? I'm not sure. Maybe it does. If I play the king, no. Well, yeah. Well, if I play the king, they could win the ace and then the queen and then play a little one, but I would win in dummy, and that would be no good. No good for them. If I play the jack, they could win the queen, then the ace, and then a little one, but again, I'm fine. I feel like both of these work. The suit is 4-0. I sort of didn't consider that possibility. But you still have to duck this, right? Yeah. That's why the jack is right, because of a 4-0 holding, I think. So now there's no hope of getting to dummy in spades, but that's fine. I can just stop drawing trump, right? Is that fine? I need East to have... No, it's not fine at all. Because now I need East to have 4 hearts. Well, 3 hearts would be fine too. Because then the hearts would be splitting. 2 hearts would be fine. Right? Because then I could just lose 2 spades, yeah? Ace of hearts, king of hearts. Okay, they're splitting. Lose a spade. Win the diamond ruff. Lose another spade doesn't work. Maybe I'm in more trouble than I thought. Yeah, 4-0 spades, huh? I don't know. I guess I'll play hearts and see if something good happens. Well, East did have at least 2 hearts. I don't imagine we'll find him with 3. Well, right. If I play the queen of hearts and he roughs it, that's a problem. Because that'll be a rough small, and he'll still have the ace and queen as certain winners. So what if I play a spade now? He has to win. And then return a diamond, which I have to rough. Then another spade. He wins that and returns another diamond, which I rough. But now I'm out of spades and he still has one, right? So that's going to be going down as well. All right, let's see if he has 3 hearts. Of course not. Okay. So that line is going to fail. I don't think this works either, but we'll try it. Maybe he's short in diamonds? Of course not. So now we have to rough, and East will get at least 1 more trick. I guess exactly 1 as it turns out, I think. I've sort of forgotten how many diamonds we all had, but... So that line doesn't work. I have to rough here, or I'm very likely to just lose way too many tricks. I still think roughing with the 9 makes sense. But maybe there's some reason roughing with the king could be right? I don't really believe it. I don't have any entries to the south north hand. So I don't think like testing the spades in preparation for some discoveries or some doing a discovery play for some finesse is going to work. I don't know. I'm just going to play the same thing again and it's still not going to work. Well, I don't know. Let's see what happens if I ruff with the king. Play this. I think they still have to duck. Yeah. I think I still unblock clubs. Probably should have done that first, huh? Yeah, I'm just in the same position, but my trump holding is weaker. That's not going to work. We can't not ruff this. It's just like asking to go down. Testing hearts is crazy. Because like if spades are 2-2, you don't need the hearts to split. And you don't want to let them ruff the heart early. I don't know. What's the answer, Fred? I'm missing something here. Or, okay, again, let's... Before I look at the answer, let's look at a specific... Oh, wait, undo. There was a reason I cashed this first. Let's look at a specific east-west holding that they're going to have at the end of the hand when I fail to make it. And just look and see if I can find anything double dummy. I think I won't. But having all the cards face up sometimes helps. Okay, there's a ruff. And I'm down. Okay, so what am I supposed to do here? Diamond, diamond, you ruff. There's like... There's almost some... It wants there to be an unblocking play where you throw away the ace of clubs and they're end played into giving you an entry to dummy or something, but that doesn't really exist. You want to be able to take a diamond tap in dummy, but I couldn't find a way to do that. You have to take them both in hand, and by the time you do that, it's too late. I don't know. What's the answer? West wins and continues. You can make anytime spades are 3-1. Okay. So I was being punished. Or what? The sentence isn't over. As long as hearts are no worse than 4-1. Also allow you to succeed when East has all 4 trumps. And at least 2 hearts. Ruff with the middle trump, sure. Unblock the club, yes. A low trump, why not the jack? Ah, I see. I was thinking too much about these spades being entries to the clubs. And I was thinking, I'll play a high spade so the opponents have to win one. And then once I found out trump were 4-0, I didn't reevaluate that like that just doesn't work anymore. Instead, we have to think about trump control. Actually force the opponents to win so that they can't lead diamonds after North is out of trumps. So we play a spade now. East has to win this, or we cash clubs pitching hearts. So he wins it and plays a diamond. We rough middle again, and again we say, you better win this, or I'm going to cash all my clubs. And East says, okay, fine, have your clubs. Shoot. I messed this up. I can't afford to cash the clubs yet, which means I can't afford to lead the spade yet. I have to now cash 2 hearts so that I can lead winners from dummy, pitching all my hearts if they let me on the dummy. So now they let me on the dummy, and I cash 3 clubs. If at any point East roughs, I just over-ruff and claim the remainder. Or, well, I'm going to lose a trump, but other than that. Now, the ace or the queen or something like that is still out there. I don't remember the details. I assume it's the queen. Or the ace, rather. Yeah. Okay, so it was about, in some sense, like threatening to win spades in dummy, and therefore controlling what tricks East has to win the ace and queen on. But I had the goals backwards. I was trying to force him to win them late. I should have been forcing him to win them early. Because I have trump control issues when spades are 4-0. Okay. You got me, Fred. Man, that was my first hand of the session, huh? Rough. Okay. Here we are in 6 diamonds on A-16. Opponent's silent. The club holding is suspicious. Because, like, look at this. The only way we could possibly go down is if we lost 2 diamond tricks. Because the club lead solves the club suit for us, right? How are we losing 2 diamonds? Only if diamonds are 4-0, right? Which means, I don't know, we probably have a lot of work for us cut out for ourselves at that point. The obvious thing to do after winning this club is to lead the 9 or 8 or 7 of diamonds from hand and run it if West plays low. This way, if West has the Queen Jack 10x, he'll have to play the queen, so we'll force out one of the honors, and then we'll have some more work to do to avoid losing 2 more of them. If East has all of them, then after leading the 9 of diamonds from hand, we can rise with the ace. Oh, and go down, I guess? Because East will have Queen Jack 10 remaining. And I'll just have the king. So yeah, that's true. Whichever hand I lead from, if I don't guess correctly which player has 4, I'll go down. So I guess what I should do is evaluate which 4-0 breaks I can even handle and try to deal with those. And it sure seems like a 4-0 break with West is going to be a real problem, right? Because I can lead the 9 once to the ace. And then, you know, maybe if things go very well, I could rough with like the 4 and 3 and 2. And then later, when I play the 9, West will be forced to play the queen and lead away from the 10, that kind of thing. Could happen, but it seems hard. Whereas it seems sort of easier to handle East having 4. I don't know, it's probably about the same. Entries to dummy are going to be really precious. I have so few of them, right? And I need to rough, like, at least 3 times to get my trump holding down to a more manageable length. Which looks like roughing, I don't know, 1 spade and 2 hearts? Maybe? I mean, I'm going to have to rough 3 times and then be in dummy again, aren't I? Jeez. How do you do this? I mean, like, you can make it, maybe construct another dummy entry in clubs by winning trick 1 with the king instead of the 10. You still have plenty of tricks if diamonds aren't 4-0, because you can use a heart to pitch the club loser. So I think that's fine. And then, if it turns out you really do need all those dummy entries, you can get to dummy twice in clubs by finessing the queen. And once in diamonds. And in each time you lead something to rough, you'll have roughed 3 times. Meaning you'll have a holding of king 9-8. While West will have queen jack X. You then lead the 9. Yeah, I guess that's the way to go. I think that makes sense. So, play a club, overtake. Cash the heart so that you can rough every time you're in dummy. Lead the 9. West covers. Big surprise, trump or 4-0. Good thing we played this hand carefully so far. We may as well cash the heart winner now, right? Because, no. We don't need any heart winners. Because we need the clubs to provide 2 entries to dummy anyway. So this club isn't a loser. We don't need to win a heart. We just need to rough one. Now we cash the spades. And take the club finesse. Winning. Good. Fred thinks I'm doing the right thing. And I don't know whether it's like more right to lead a spade or a heart here. I want to lead the suit they're less likely to be out of. But it doesn't matter, because if they're out of, they're over roughing me, right? I'm just going to lead each of them once. I don't think the order matters. So rough, cross, rough a spade, still small. It all holds up, and now we exit with the 8. And West is finessed. Whew. Had to grind the gears for a while to come up with that one. Like, end playing West is clearly the idea, but just working out the details and what to do about entries in clubs took some doing, some thinking. Okay. East has overcalled 2 clubs, and we're in 6 spades. I sure have a lot of losers if someone has to make 12 tricks. There are plenty of winners here eventually, right? You could win 4 hearts and 6 clubs and 2 diamond... Jeez, I'm so bad at this. I just can't say the right names of suits. I don't know why. You could win 4 hearts and 6 spades and 2 clubs and a diamond. That's 13 tricks. The problem is by the time you do that, opponents will have won 3 tricks. So you won't get to cash quite that many. Dummy has 13 points. Declare has 14. So the opponents have 13 between them, which means East has basically all of them. He might be missing like a queen or something, but not much else. He surely has the ace of diamonds, I think. And, I mean, I gotta say, probably the king of hearts as well. So, is this a triple squeeze, maybe? If the spades come in? Because if the spades come in, I have 7 of those. But I'm still losing a heart and a club. Sorry. A diamond and a heart. My excess hearts will be perfectly fine to pitch clubs on, but I'll have lost a diamond by that time. If spades don't come in, I mean, I'm so dead, right? There's no way I'm getting rid of the ace of diamonds. So I have to assume that I can win 7 spade tricks. And the most likely way to do that is finessing East. Unless I really badly need that dummy entry for something else, I should try to use it to finesse East for spades. Having done that, I would have 7 spade tricks. 2 clubs is 9. A heart is 10. I'd be at 3 losers? That's too many even for a triple squeeze. So what if I just at that point concede a diamond to East? Then I have a simple squeeze against him in clubs and hearts, except my entries are a little messed up, I think. No, they're fine. I have the heart entry there. The problem is I won't have been able to cash the king of diamonds. Okay, is that the problem? So maybe I need to win this club with the ace and play a diamond. East wins. It looks pretty scary because I would not... I mean, no, that can't be right. West definitely has a singleton club. The 6 is the lowest outstanding, and if he had 2 clubs, he would play the higher one. So this is definitely a singleton. I can't lose a trick to East before I'm done drawing trumps. If I play the king of clubs and finesse in spades, spades come in. I lose a diamond. East knocks out my last club guard, the ace of clubs. My last club stopper, I should say. And I'm stuck in hand, which is fine. But I still have 2 losers. No, I have 1 loser, but I can't get to the king of diamonds. to cash it, which I would have to do in order to squeeze East in hearts and clubs. So maybe the lesson is I can't afford to take the spade finesse. I just have to hope East has the queen. Well, I have to hope that the queen is in the shorthand, which will probably be East. Because then I can play Ace of Spades, King of Spades, Jack of Spades, Queen of Diamonds. When East wins that and plays a club, I can win it in dummy, cash the King of Diamonds, pitching a heart, ruff a diamond, and play the club heart squeeze. I don't like it, but I think that's the only real chance we have. We need spades to come in for no losers without spending the king of clubs. Oh, wait a minute. No. I was thinking, what if I now lose a diamond? What will happen is East will win and give West a club ruff, so let's not do that. Yes, the queen does fall. This was right. Okay, good. Fred is giving me a pat on the head. Good, good, good. He's pitched one club. This is important to count. We know he started with 6. We might later find out that's wrong, but pretty sure it's right. So he has played 2, therefore has 4 left. He has 3 left. Indeed, he did start with 6. Okay. Now, King of Diamonds pitching a heart. And run spades. East has 2 clubs left. East has 1 club left. East, you're out of clubs. Good. So the important lesson in this hand, I mean, first of all, you need to be able to execute a simple squeeze. But if you're playing the world-class problems, that's probably you're probably able to do that. But you also need to recognize that you just don't have enough entries to take the spade finesse, even though you would like to. And therefore, like, not take it, I guess. Let's see if Fred has anything to say that I haven't. I don't think so. Yeah, East has a bunch of cards. Squeeze them in hearts and clubs, sure. If you win the king to finesse spades, you'll go down even if East does have the queen. Oh, really? Well, yeah, I guess that was what I said. That was why I said it wouldn't work. You draw a trump. You need to set up and cash a diamond, which you can't do. East will win. Return a club. You're in hand. You can't cash the king of diamonds because cashing hearts will ruin the squeeze. No 3-suit squeeze if possible if you run spades without giving up a diamond trick. That was what I was thinking about first, but it just didn't seem, it wasn't going to work. You have to hope that the queen of spades is doubleton, indeed, and I did. When the queen drops, you draw trump. Keep at least 3 diamonds in dummy. Yes, I pitched only 1. I don't know if anybody was paying attention. I didn't mention it, but I was making sure I had ways back to hand. East has to win. Yeah, that's true. You win the return in dummy. Cash the other minor suit king. Of course, pitch a heart. This club is super valuable. It might become a winner. Ruff a diamond back to hand. Draw all the trumps. East has, yeah, you just have to count clubs, indeed. Okay, cool. Made it through 2 of these. Let's keep going. 15 minutes a hand. Oof. Longer, really. Alright. Opponent's silent. Probably not that important. Huh. 6 hearts. We have several finesses to try. Try them all? See what happens? Seems like probably the wrong idea. The diamond finesse looks most appealing, of course. I don't have any real reason to believe it's actually good, but it looks appealing. Because even if it loses, you're setting up a trick. You're going to have to play on diamonds eventually on this hand. Why not do it now? Well, maybe there is a reason. I don't know. Or wait, is this my 4th hand of the night? Of the session? Yeah, okay. We've done 3 hands in 35 minutes. That's much better than doing 2 hands in 35 minutes. Okay. So, whenever there are finesses, of course you can take them, but you should be looking to figure out how to make the opponents lead the suit for you, if you can. In particular here, we want West to lead the suits for us. Except diamonds, which we want to be led by whoever has the king. I don't see an especially good way to force any such thing, really. I don't know. If we take the diamond finesse and it loses, well, let's see. Suppose the diamond finesse wins. We mostly haven't really gained anything, right? We still are probably going to lose a diamond. And maybe if the suit is 3-3, we can pitch a spade, avoiding that finesse. But that's true even if we lose the diamond finesse. The problem is, what happens if East wins a diamond and returns a black suit? We're going to need one of the black suit finesses if we lose the diamond finesse. And probably even if we win the diamond finesse. But we don't know which one yet. Maybe we never know. I don't know. I mean, well, it almost looks as though the club finesse is unavoidable. Why would I say that? Because there are 3 of them in dummy? How is that relevant, man? I mean, I don't know. I'm just leading a diamond to the queen and hoping something good happens, but that's not how you win Bridge Master puzzles. Well, Maybe you can do better by playing ace of diamonds and then diamond to the queen? Because the only time you're taking 3 diamond tricks is when the king doubleton are onside anyway. And if you... Well, is when the king doubleton are onside. And if you cash the ace, then lead up to the queen, you're still taking 3 diamond tricks in that position, right? You'll just win 1, lose 1, win 3. And that's useful. You can pitch a spade. But if the king is doubleton here, it would be kind of nice to make the person actually win the king of diamond. Like, we're going to have to lose a trick at some point. It would be sort of nice if West won it at a time that he can't afford to lead a black suit. The problem is, like, if we've played diamond to the queen, diamond, ace of diamonds, diamond up to the queen, then we've gotten rid of our spade loser already when West wins the king. So he can safely lead a spade. It doesn't even help for us. So I feel like we actually have to play for king third onside. But isn't that the same? We play low to the queen, ace, diamond. West wins and has to lead a black suit. But he'll just lead a spade because we're about to pitch the spade loser on a diamond anyway. So can I somehow resolve the spades early? Maybe yes. Because no matter what happens in diamonds, I need one of the black suit finesses, it seems like. Therefore, let's take one. If we eliminate the spades before West gets on lead with a diamond, then he really will have to give something up by leading a club. And then we're sort of left with, well, okay, how do we make sure it's West leading? I think it is to play the ace of diamonds and then up to the queen. Because I don't see any other way you can make sure the diamond trick you lose is to West. You need the king onside, or if not, then you need to find the king of clubs onside. But if the king is onside, you want to make sure he still wins it somehow. Ace and then low to the queen is the way to ensure that he still wins. Well, no, because then if you find the suit, like if you finding the king doesn't even help you, right? You're still losing a diamond. But West can lead a spade. No, maybe it does help you. I'm coming around to the idea that you have to take the spade finesse early. Maybe you could do it with the club finesse too if you could manage to rough out the third club, but it seems simpler to just do it in spades. My issue remaining is how to deal with the diamonds after that. Ace low to queen wins if West has king X, but loses if West has king third, right? Maybe, since we need one finesse anyway, maybe we actually do want it to be clubs. Because the spade loser we can pitch if we find 3 diamond tricks, but the club loser we can never get rid of. So take the club finesse early. Cash a trump or, some number of trumps. And ruff a club. Then play on diamonds. That way, you don't mind whether West has King X or King Third. If King X, you can end play him. And if King Third, the diamond is a winner to pitch the spade. That seems right to me. How many dummy entries do I need for this? Can I afford to draw a bunch of trumps? Well, let's play the 6 here first. East follows. Good news. Can I play low here and take a club finesse? Maybe, but I only have 2 dummy entries in hearts anyway. I might as well, I think, play the king and then cross to the ace. Take the club finesse. Winning. Thanks, Fred. Ace. Cross again for the club ruff. No, not the club ruff yet. Ace of diamonds. Now the club ruff. Diamond up. Queen. No, the king! I see. The point is now, when East wins, I don't know whether to take the finesse or whether the diamonds are coming in. So maybe ace and then low to queen wasn't right? I was supposed to play low to the queen because at least that way I know whether the suit is coming in when it's time to finesse in spades. Nope, I still don't. Shoot. I never imagined East would win the diamond. How rude. I mean, it seems like at this point the right play would be the queen, but there's no way that's going to be the solution to the bridge master problem. We have to do something different earlier so that we can find out how the diamonds are breaking. Because if I put in the queen here, it loses, surely. Yes, of course. If I jump on the ace, we'll cash 2 diamonds, find the suit not splitting, and the king of spades was onside after all. No, it was offside? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Something went wrong. Well, I mean, my line went exactly as planned, except the opponents didn't have the cards I wanted them to have, so I wanted the wrong things. My line was wrong. It's not like I did something wrong while executing it. I tried ace and then low to queen. East still won. I'm not sure what I missed here. Looks like the heart lead should be 1 in dummy. Take a finesse. A winning finesse is taken. Yeah, I agree. You should take the club finesse. Because of eliminations. So I note, by the way, like Fred won the first heart in dummy and took a finesse. I crossed the dummy on the second heart. Is that going to be important? It didn't look important. Ace of diamonds. Low diamond. Why is this right? Instead of ace and then up to the diamond. Rather ace and then low towards the queen, which is what I tried. I mean, I can see that if East has the doubleton king, he has to pop and you find out right away how the suit is doing. But isn't the same true if West has the doubleton king and we play it my way? I think the issue is that Fred's line works when East has king third or king doubleton. Because he can't afford to play the king from king third. My line... also works in those cases. Well, it works if West has king third or king doubleton. So why are we playing the ace and then low to the jack instead of the ace and then later low to the queen? Because if the other defender has the doubleton king, Fred's line end plays West. My line leaves East happy to return a spade. Right. If the king is onside, you don't need to finesse somebody. Now, what does Fred say about East having king third again? He doesn't mention it. If East has to pop with the king, fine. Okay. If East has king third, I guess he has to pop anyway. Or else... Well, no, what if he just ducks and lets the jack win? I guess you just say, okay, I'll return a diamond. Planning to rough the last one. If you'll know whether the fourth diamond is a winner before you have to decide how to play spades. Yeah, tricky. I forget how many of these I got right today. 2? 2 out of 4? I'm pretty sure it's not 3. I'm pretty sure I hit show solution at least twice. Oh well. Actually, let's just go review real quick. We started here. I got this one wrong multiple times because I got the timing for the trump control wrong. This one I got on the first try. Good for me. This one I think I also got on the first try, right? Okay. Yeah. 50% not bad for world-class problems, in my opinion. Counts as half a star, but I really should go down here because I did fail this one. Let's just take a spade finesse and duck a diamond just so I can be marked as going down. Oh, unlucky. Anyway, that's it for these world-class hands. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.